How did John Travolta put it in Swordfish there? Misdirection. So you hadn't figured it out yet. Supposed the Indian woman of Horizons and Perlita, Karen Dawn, Ellery's and Roble Knight. So, rapist Britches Joe. That the Hollywood celebrities figured out you're a liar, Joe, by your own supposed great Indian healing device, cowboy and Indian device. Tom Surson, Jim Riley, Joe Zillig, Harry Race, Bernard LaChance, DJ Dave, Perlita Quinwell, Elton Anderson, Don Wiley, 1961, Oyster, Cracker Man, Bitted, Batford, Blue Boy Boxes, GPS, Pastel, Robo, Rapist Knight, Red Randy, Red Gordon, and Ellery, Jim Hall, Bill Duvall, Doug King. Okay, you guys, Joe Britches for, killing innocent people, going after me and Sasha. It hasn't dawned in your brain yet. Perlita, Indian woman, Karen, Don Wiley, your supposed great Indian carny healing device, Red Randy. That Joe went after Hollywood celebrities and me, and Greg Faust and other people, right? And Carl McBride. That you guys' own healing device with your own, maybe set of ideals, artificially intelligent. So if we look at titles of songs, and if you guys would actually listen to them, you could probably figure it out too, but Horizons, James Holden, it figured out with your guys' own, stupidity, the artificial intelligence, the very thing that you mocked, Joe, pretty much figured out intelligently by itself and people that you are a liar, Bridges Joe, and a rapist. And you went after innocent people every time, Bernard. Pickett Street, Jamaica Street. Don't you get it yet, cowboy, country, and western Indian faction? So with all your supposed great smartness and superiority, Perlita, you and the Indian woman and your team that crybabying out here and fucking everybody over multiple times, for every innocent person that you went after, Bernard, your own device basically proves that you're a rapist and a murderer. And you went after innocent people and fucked their shit up every time. Karen, Dawn, as you list out names and shit. So bear that in mind, cowboy, country, and western and Indian woman and Perlita of the Bitted Fat. Just remember about how infinitely stupid you are, Karen. Because his own device, their own device pretty much proved that you killed and raped people who are innocent. And you all know it, and then you run around and lie, Perlita. So, not my problem, you're fat and nasty. And then when they figure it out, they get all mad. So, yet again, Hollywood celebrities, and notice John Travolta Airlines flight, Paul Bueller flight. So Joe, your big old story about me and Holly and all that shit you did, good luck, dude. So you guys can lie, you can be the big lying family of the fucking earth, I don't care, and look like fucking morons, a country and western cowboy and Indian all-American and oyster, every excuse that until a fag there, that thing made with Red Randy as they ran around in circles out here for Twin Cities fucking up shit after they stole stuff. But you guys' own device, cowboy, country, and western. Freeman's pretty much bruised it. So, Joe, you went after me and the Hollywood celebrities, NBC, and whoever else. So you can run around and run your mouth and whisper and cower it away like the fag you've always been, Robo Rapist Knight, Joe and Harry and Bernard. Like I said, the best military tactic in the world and intelligence to have in the world is to watch a bunch of group of liars run away every time and cower it away and profess to be some great tough healing being of the earth, but their own healing device basically proves that the group of them are rapists, murderers, and fucking pieces of shit, as it titles out stuff. People title out stuff basically showing all the places they used and shit. So, smartest being in the world, Perlita and Bernard. Indians, that's why they cry baby for fag sympathy and shit. Because Team Bitted Fat's been caught, and now they got their fat asses up in all these places where they shouldn't be. So that's what happens when you become traitors, Ellery and Robo Knight, Team Bitted Fat Perlita. You don't know what you're doing with something that you stole. You get to look like idiots on the planet Earth as it replicates You and your nasty ass arcing shit through with Ellery and Taco Joe, Perlita, pretty much forever on the earth looking like a bunch of fucking morons.